Hi, this is Ken Steward, and welcome to Health Watch 2018. That was Donald Fagen of Steely Dan fame, and his song New Frontier from his 1982 solo album, The Nightfly. Speaking of new frontiers, on today's program we're going to be discussing what many experts consider to be the most exciting new frontier in science, regenerative medicine, a concept that dates back to 330 BC, when Aristotle observed that a lizard could grow back the lost tip of its tail. Plus, I'll be revealing an exciting new breakthrough that's sure to be of interest to the more than 1 billion aging baby boomers in the world today, and of those dealing with a variety of health challenges. Over the past several decades, no area of science or medicine has garnered more interest, attention, and research than regenerative medicine, which involves developing methods to regrow, repair, or replace damaged or diseased cells, organs, or tissues in order to restore or establish their normal function. And thanks to recent advancements in science, medicine, and technology, regenerative medicine is on the verge of finally becoming a reality and revolutionizing the way that diseases and aging are dealt with, replacing drugs, devices, and surgery as a means to treat symptoms with treatments and therapies designed to heal or cure the underlying cause of everything from Parkinson's disease to Alzheimer's, rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis, diabetes, spinal injury and paralysis, multiple sclerosis, macular degeneration, heart disease, renal failure, even cancer. The most well-known example of regenerative medicine is stem cell therapy. Many of us have heard about stem cells, but really don't know much about them, let alone what they actually do in the body and why they're vital to one's health. Stem cells are the body's master cells, from which all other cells with specialized functions are generated. Under the right conditions in the body or in a lab, stem cells divide to become new stem cells to replace older damaged tissue, or they morph into specialized cells with a more specific function, such as blood cells, brain cells, heart cells, muscle cells, or bone cells. No other cell in the body has the natural ability to generate new and different types of cells than stem cells. In a child or young adult, these stem cells are in large supply, acting as a built-in repair system. They are often summoned to the site of damage or inflammation to repair and restore normal function. But as we age, the amount of stem cells circulating in the body begins to diminish as much as 100 to 10,000-fold in different tissues and organs. In addition, stem cells undergo genetic mutations, which reduce their quality and effectiveness at renewing and repairing your body. As a result, one's health can decline, leading to disease and aging, a poor quality of life, and a shorter lifespan. A useful analogy is to imagine your stem cells as a team of repairmen in your newly constructed mansion. When the mansion is new and the repairmen are young, they can fix everything perfectly. But as the repairmen age and reduce in number, your mansion eventually goes into disrepair and eventually falls apart. For most of us, our initial introduction to stem cells was in the late 1990s, and the controversy that was created over the discovery and use of embryonic stem cells in research. Fast forward to today, and adult stem cells from various sources such as fat tissue, bone marrow, the placenta, or umbilical cords have demonstrated similar capabilities to embryonic stem cells, but without the moral and ethical issues, in addition to the discovery of being able to reprogram adult cells to function like embryonic stem cells. Over the past 2 decades, a number of breakthroughs in research and in some limited trials using these various types of stem cells from different sources have been reported and hailed in scientific journals and in the media. However, large-scale clinical trials and regulatory approvals for a number of stem cell therapies are still several years away. For many, despite the promising preliminary results with a number of different diseases and injuries, the use of embryonic stem cells has moral and ethical concerns. While for others, the thought of either having stem cells extracted from their body, cultured in a lab to grow more, and then re-injected back into their body, or having stem cells from someone else's body or from the placenta or umbilical cords of newborn babies, that leaves them with a very uncomfortable feeling, not to mention such treatments can be quite expensive as well. There is, however, a bright spot that has surfaced. Over the past decade, more and more research is proving that the process of repair and renewal that takes place in your body involves your own bone marrow stem cells, which have been shown to support the health of the nervous system, cardiac function, liver function, pancreatic function, kidney function, as well as lung, skin, and bone health. In brief, when a tissue is subjected to significant stress, stem cells originating from the bone marrow are released into the blood and circulatory system, and they migrate to the tissue, where they proliferate and then differentiate or morph into cells of that tissue, thereby supporting the repair and renewal process. The discovery that bone marrow stem cells constitute the natural repair and renewal system of the body has paved the way to a new paradigm in health and wellness. Once we understand that every day of our lives, the role of stem cells is to patrol our body and migrate into areas needing assistance, then we realize that supporting stem cell physiology, namely the release, circulation, and migration of our bone marrow stem cells from the blood into the tissue of the affected area, well, that's the best strategy to maintain optimal health. Most exciting, research has shown that there are several things that you can do to support the release of your body's own bone marrow adult stem cells and their migration. Current evidence suggests that exercise, fasting, good quality sleep, eating anti-inflammatory foods that are rich in antioxidants and nutrients, avoiding or reducing sugar, processed foods, animal products, and oils, while consuming fresh fruits and vegetables, beans, legumes, whole grains, nuts, and seeds, and avoiding or reducing stress, all can boost the numbers of stem cells circulating in your body and assist in their migration. Unfortunately, in today's hectic and fast-paced world, doing all of the above is easier said than done. However, there is growing evidence that there is one additional way to support the release of bone marrow stem cells, their circulation in the body, and their migration into tissue, one which will revolutionize the $100 billion a year supplement market and the $1 trillion a year global anti-aging health and wellness market. Christian Drapeau is a stem cell pioneer, scientist, researcher, and author of several best-selling books, including Cracking the Stem Cell Code and The Stem Cell Theory of Renewal. Around the dawn of the new millennium, as stem cells were beginning to become highly publicized, primarily due to the controversy over embryonic stem cells, he theorized in the medical journal Medical Hypotheses that adult stem cells in your bone marrow constituted the natural repair and renewal system of your body. Over the past 2 decades, numerous studies and breakthroughs, including Nobel Prize-winning research, have validated his theory. At the same time Christian proffered what is now known as his endogenous stem cell mobilization theory, he was studying an aqua botanical called Aphanizomenon floss aquae, or AFA for short, a form of blue-green algae, observing that consumption of AFA was leading to benefits touching many aspects of human health, and he wondered if there was a connection between AFA and stem cells from the bone marrow. After extensive research and testing, he discovered that AFA contains a compound that stimulates the release of stem cells from the bone marrow into the blood. Christian pondered the possibility that other botanicals and superfoods, known for their impressive health benefits, might have the same capability. And over the past 15 years, in collaboration with Gita Jensen, Christian has researched and identified a number of botanicals and superfoods that studies have shown support the release of stem cells from the bone marrow as well as their migration into tissues, all of which has culminated in a revolutionary new and patent-pending supplement he's developed called Revita Blue. Designed to support the body's natural repair and renewal system, support immune function, provide antioxidant protection, support healthy aging, and support a general sense of well-being, Revita Blue is a blend of 4 botanicals that Christian has studied extensively: AFA, sea buckthornberry, aloe vera, and beta-glucan. AFA is a form of blue-green algae and one of nature's most nutrient-dense superfoods. Studies show an increase of around 30% in the number of stem cells circulating in the blood within 1 hour of its consumption, which equates to an estimated 7 million stem cells. Sea buckthornberry is touted as one of the most nutritious and vitamin-rich foods in the world, has been used for centuries in Chinese, Mongolian, and Tibetan medicine, and is praised by the likes of America's favorite doctor, Dr. Oz. It contains high amounts of protein, fiber, antioxidants, and vitamins and minerals, with studies showing an increase of 40% in the number of stem cells circulating in the body after 2 hours of consumption, which equates to 10 million stem cells. Aloe vera is legendary for its numerous benefits, with certain species of the aloe vera plant demonstrating an increase of 40% in the number of stem cells circulating in the body, which equates to around 10 million stem cells. Finally, beta-glucan is sourced from oats and is utilized to assist in both the release of bone marrow stem cells and their migration from the blood into the tissue of the affected area. The discovery of bone marrow stem cells being the natural repair and renewal system of the body, along with the discovery that natural ingredients can support stem cell physiology, opens the door to a novel way of looking at health. More stem cells circulating in the blood equates to greater health, as more stem cells are available for the day-to-day natural process of repair and renewal in the whole body. Therefore, supporting the release of stem cells from the bone marrow and their migration into tissue on a daily basis constitutes one of the most promising ways of helping the body regain and/or maintain optimal health. Good news for the more than 74 million aging baby boomers in the U.S. and the more than 1 billion aging baby boomers globally, as well as for those with a number of different health challenges. Due to the worldwide potential for this revolutionary new breakthrough, Christian began looking for a company with the infrastructure, resources, support, and logistics in place that would be needed to globally promote and distribute this game-changing product. And after looking at a number of companies, Christian decided to join forces with and grant the exclusive rights of RevitaBlue to Jeunesse Global, a $1.3 billion a year company specializing in cutting-edge science-based and doctor-developed products for anti-aging, health and wellness, weight management, and skincare, and one of the world's 20 largest network marketing companies. Perhaps best known for their 2-minute miracle makeover product called Instantly Ageless, which makes puffy bags under the eyes and fine lines and wrinkles virtually disappear in 2 minutes or less, Jeunesse currently operates in more than 125 countries, is the fastest-growing company in direct sales history, achieving over $1 billion in sales in its 6th year, a feat never achieved that quickly before by a network marketing company, and over its first 8 years has now generated over $5 billion in total sales, with a number of their top distributors featured on the industry's top 200 biggest earners list. Most impressive, in September, Jeunesse had a record-breaking month, generating over $200 million in sales. You couldn't have picked a better time to capitalize on the opportunity with RevitaBlue or join Jeunesse, as Jeunesse has launched this cutting-edge product in Malaysia and North America and soon will be introducing it to numerous international markets. In the 1970s, there was the vitamin revolution. In the 1980s, there was the herbal revolution. In the 1990s, there was the antioxidant revolution. In the first decade of the new millennium, there was the superfoods revolution. As we enter the last part of the new millennium's second decade and prepare to enter its third decade, stem cell nutrition promises to be the next revolution in the health and wellness industry, and RevitaBlue from Jeunesse is positioned to be the market leader, creating one of today's most lucrative opportunities for those who have the vision and the foresight to take action now. Well, that song means our time is up. I hope you enjoyed today's show. For more information on RevitaBlue, contact your independent Jeunesse Global distributor. This is Ken Stewart for Health Watch 2018. Thanks for listening. Here's Steely Dan and their hit song Peg from their 1977 album Asia. The preceding program was for educational purposes only and is not meant to substitute for the advice provided by your own physician or other medical professional. The results reported in various studies or the results people have obtained using RevitaBlue may not necessarily occur in all individuals. The FDA has not evaluated all the information contained in this program, and Jeunesse Global and the host of this show make no claims as to the prevention, treatment, healing, or curing of any disease as a result of using RevitaBlue. Always seek the advice of your physician or other qualified health provider before using any nutritional supplement, especially if you are pregnant or breastfeeding, chronically ill, elderly, or taking prescription or over-the-counter medicines.